The most expensive mega projects. Welcome to another episode of All-in-One Luxury. If you enjoy this type of content, then subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on any of our latest and greatest uploads. Cost overruns are the greatest risks to any construction project, large or small. Without accurate cost estimates, project costs can balloon out of control. In our latest roundup, we not only reveal the biggest, boldest, and most expensive construction projects being built on Earth or over it, but also their runaway costs. Number 5. Forest City in Malaysia, $100 billion. Forest City is the smartest green or luxury residential development being built in partnership with Country Garden, China's largest developer, as part of China's Belt and Road Economic Initiative. Begun in 2014, Forest City is constructed on 4 man-made islands off the coast of Johor in Malaysia and set on over 3,425 acres against seagrass, flora, and fauna. The city is expected to be completed by 2035. Pitched by its developers as jade carved out of the ocean, the city tries to reimagine futurism from an ecological point of view, including applying the most advanced 3D multi-layered urban planning concept with lush green surroundings, vehicles underground that remove automobile pollution, low energy consumption, and recycled rainwater. Phase 1 development includes a transportation hub, an exhibition center, and clubhouse, a man-made beach, coastal commercial streets, luxury hotels, waterfront apartments, villas, and even an international school. Eventually, the city will include an international shopping paradise and premium hospitals. Villas surrounded by ocean water, seaside bungalows, vertical greeneries, sky gardens, and building facades covered with vegetation. Forest City is not just a dream city, it's a veritable utopia, or so it would appear. Number 4. High-speed rail in California, $100+ billion. If there were a poster child for mega projects plagued by bad luck, California's high-speed rail project would be the most likely candidate for the award. The high-speed rail project, which is being built by 4,000 workers across the state, is devised to connect the mega regions of California and will be the first high-speed rail system in the United States when completed. Phase 1 of the project will connect San Francisco to the Los Angeles basin in less than 3 hours, at speeds exceeding 200 miles per hour. Phase 2 will extend the line to Sacramento and San Diego for a total of 800 miles. However, the project is not only over budget, but also experiencing massive delays. When the project was approved in 2008, it had an initial price tag of $33 billion. But that budget has since increased to at least $100 billion. Indeed, there are now more than $800 million in cost overruns on the 65-mile Kings County segment of the rail alone, which is now 62% over budget. Beset by delays, the project was supposed to be operational by 2020 and is now in danger of missing its new operational date of 2030 by at least 2 years, which will only increase cost overruns. Many of the issues that have plagued the project are the result of the state accepting the lowest bid by a design contractor with an extremely inaccurate cost estimate that promised $300 million in cost savings, but only delivered one expensive change order after another. The California High-Speed Rail Authority, CHSRA, which oversees the project, contends it's making progress on the rail despite these setbacks. In the recently revised business plan, CHSRA maintains that construction will either be completed or underway on 83 of 93 structures and on 106 of 119 miles of guideway by the end of 2021. Number 3. Madinat Al Harir, Silk City in Kuwait, $132 billion. Planned as a solution to the twin issues of overpopulation and overloaded infrastructure in Kuwait, the proposed city of Madinat Al Harir, or Silk City, is the centerpiece of the new Kuwait 2035 program, designed to wean the country off its dependence on oil and better link the Arab Gulf to Europe and Asia. The city will be constructed in phases over a period of 25 years, with Phase 1 commencing in 2019. Currently budgeted at $132 billion, Silk City is one of the biggest and most expensive builds in the world, but it is just a small portion of the $1 trillion currently being invested in Gulf region infrastructure. While Madinat Al Harir may not hold the world record for cost, it is set to break another record. The jewel of the city, the skyscraper Burj Mubarak Al Kabir, is on target to become the tallest structure in the world, exceeding Dubai's Burj Khalifa, and will top 1,001 meters to reflect the Arabian folklore collection 1001 Arabian Nights. This massive metropolis will also house a new rail network, an international airport, and an international hub. More importantly, because the city is designed to bolster Kuwait's tourism industry, the city will also include an Olympic standard stadium, retail outlets, entertainment facilities, and housing and workplaces for 700,000 people. While Kuwait's vision for Silk City is bold, many are already questioning the soundness of the project, given the sheer size and expense of the mega project. And at least one expert suggests the project will likely suffer. Although the project was initially estimated to cost $86 billion, latest estimates suggest it is already 53% over budget. Number 2. International Space Station ISS, $230+ billion by 2030. The International Space Station ISS has been described as the most expensive single item ever constructed. In 1998, the project was originally budgeted for $150 billion, making it the world's largest megaproject at the time construction began. A joint project developed in collaboration with 15 nations, the space station's length is longer than a U.S. football field and was painstakingly constructed piece by piece while in orbit via spacewalking astronauts and robotics in 30 missions over 10 years. However, the price tag for the station has only continued to balloon as the lifespan of the project increased and new sections and new equipment were added, a cost surplus that could have been preempted in the planning state. In fact, by 2030, when the project is now expected to complete, the total estimated cost of the station will be at least $230 billion. Some argue the final price tag will be closer to $1 trillion, dwarfing other space construction projects like the human Mars mission, which is expected to cost a meager $40 billion in comparison. Number 1. 10T core network in the EU, $600 billion by 2050. The 10T, or Trans-European Transport Network, is billed as a Europe-wide network of railway lines, roads, inland waterways, maritime shipping routes, ports, airports, and railroad terminals, with the objective not only to build new infrastructure, but also to reduce the environmental impact of transport while increasing energy efficiency and safety. This ambitious project includes, but is not limited to, 9 core corridors that reflect major long-distance transport movements and routes throughout Europe. The 10T is not only the largest, but also the most expensive construction project in world history. The estimated total cost is €500 billion or $600 billion. According to experts, it will cost at least €250 billion to remove bottlenecks and fill in gaps in the core transportation infrastructure. It's not surprising that the project is experiencing severe schedule and cost overruns. Begun in 2013, it's no longer expected to be operational by its original 2030 target. And according to a recent audit of the project by a commission, changes in design and scope over time have led to cost increases of €17.3 billion, or 47% compared to initial cost estimates. And with that, we've reached the end of this video all about the most expensive mega projects. If you enjoyed this video and found it interesting, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this.